right there. You have to say Cactus Jack sent you.
Why?
Because that's how they know that you want that order.
Can't you say the Travis Scott?
No, you have to say Cactus Jack sent you. Ariana, say Cactus Jack sent you.
Cactus Jack?
Yes.
My name is Cactus Jack. How can I for you?
Hi, Cactus Jack sent me.
I'm sorry?
Do you guys have the Travis Scott meal?
Yeah, we do.
Can I please get that? 2 of the Travis Scott meals?
Cactus Jack sent us. Say Cactus Jack sent you. Say Cactus Jack sent you.
Give me your card.
I love how I dropped out of school to do that. You know what I learned throughout this whole thing is I basically eat like a rapper because my favorite soda to order is Sprite, and I've always dipped my McDonald's french fries in barbecue sauce. Like, if you're not doing that, then like, what are you doing? McDonald's french fries are so good. Fun fact about me, guys, I don't think I've ever had a double quarter pounder. I don't even know what that is. I didn't even know they had that. The Travis Scott. Just say Cactus Jack sent you. I just thought it'd be a good idea to fill my lunch break today. How are you guys doing? And I also thought I'd answer some questions. She's been thinking a lot today. So I guess the only difference is there's bacon and lettuce. Oh, there's bacon on here? Oh, hunty. My stomach doesn't do bacon, so my stomach doesn't really do pork, period. So we're just gonna scoot along from that. And we're also gonna answer some questions, so bring it in. Oh, I don't know if I like that. I don't think I like double quarter pounders. There's too much meat, like the patty's too thick. Like the meat to bread ratio, there's too much meat. And I'm quite the opposite. Like for me, there has to be more bread than meat with everything. There's gotta be more cookie than cream. There's gotta be more bread than peanut butter and jelly. There's gotta be more bread than lunch meat. It's just way too much meat, guys. I don't think I like this, but I'll eat the fries. Shout out to Travis Scott though. I guess this is McDonald's first collaboration with a celebrity since Michael Jordan. So those are quite some big shoes to fill, literally. I think homeboy's a size 10. Let's answer some questions. Is that a hair? That was just my nail. Oh my God, thank God. Was I supposed to eat this while stoned? Oops. Was I supposed to eat this in the recording studio? Was I supposed to yell, it's lit? Should I braid my hair? Should I wear oversized black t-shirts? Should I call Kylie back? And Jordan 1s? Should I call Drake? Should I legally change my daughter's name to Stormy? Should I call Kanye? It's already autumn. Should I stop calling marijuana weed and start calling it the antidote? Just saying. Don't you open up that window. I want my Barbie doll to be my Instagram picture. But should I start calling my jewelry drip? Should I also start an online feud with Tyga? Should I also become a sneakerhead? But should I also park my Lamborghini in front of McDonald's? Yo, I copped these last March. They're the Vans old school 37s. They're pretty cool. There's no one else in here. Let's answer some questions. Do McDonald's french fries make everybody else gassy, or is it just my boyfriend? What are your top 3 favorite ice cream flavors? This one is so easy because my favorite ice cream flavor is actually Neapolitan, which 1, 2, and 3 right there, baby. Bada bing, bada boom. Do your parents support your career? Yes. Although I'm pretty sure my dad thinks I'm a photographer. And so does my landlord. Did you expect to be as big as you got when you first started YouTube? Not really, to be completely honest with you. I just did it because I was bored and I was like, as long as I'm not talking to myself, even if it's just 100 subscribers, I'll be happy. But then y'all multiplied and I was like, cool. Why do I love you so much? That's a good question. Ever been to Canada? Yes, I loved it. I cannot wait to go back. Tim Hortons is the ish, and that's all I ever really want in life. Does Autumn consider Brandon her dad? Autumn considers her beebs her beebs. That's her beebs. Nobody can take her beebs away. That is her beebs. That is her beebs. That is her beebs. She has a dad who is very active in her life, and she's very smart, so she's very able to separate the two. But I think she knows that in our household, I guess he really is the father figure, and she can very well be like his girl. I don't know how to explain that. They have a really awesome bond, and it's very much their relationship, and as long as she's comfortable with it, that's all that really matters. You want to fry? Can you style me? I would love to. Do you have any collabs happening or in the works? Sadly, no. Best drugstore lip liner. The Jordana lip liner. I'm pretty sure I have it right here. This one. The Jordana lip liner in Rock and Rose. You're welcome. This is also super cheap, so go get it. It's literally the best. How long have you and Brandon been dating? We have been dating for almost 2 years. We've known each other, however, for like almost 8 at this point. Favorite beauty item or favorite spa treatment? Ugh, water. Have you ever dated a female? Well, Shakira's never been single long enough. So unfortunately, no. Are you gonna do a review on the Morphe x Madison beer palette? If you guys want me to, nobody has asked me to do it. And unless you guys are really insisting upon it, or I really wanna try the palette, then I do it. But you guys haven't brought it up. This is the one time it's been brought up. I don't know. Why is babe your favorite word? It's actually not. We have so many other nicknames. Babe, I think is just the one you guys hear the most, but it's not. Do you support the LGBTQ+? I absolutely do with my whole entire heart. I think I've always been such a firm believer that love is love and nothing should ever come in between that. I don't care who you are or what you got in between your legs. It's also none of my business. And I wish so many more people lived with that mentality. Oh my God. Can you help Brandon with his eyebrows? That's kind of rude. How tall are you? I'm 5'3", so I could never be a runway model. But if you guys want to donate to my GoFundMe to get my knees done, that'd be great. When was the first time you started doing makeup? I think I was 18 years old. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. I lived in a very strict Mexican household, so makeup, short shorts, crop tops, cutting your own hair, we didn't know what that was. I have something in my eye. How old were you when you started your YouTube channel? I think I was 19 or 20. I might have been 20. Oh my God, we're almost coming on 10 years. What? But honestly awesome. Having a makeup channel, how do you cover expenses? Rent, makeup, Amazon hauls. I love how you guys know that's where my money goes. With YouTube. YouTube is my job. It's what's helping me pay the bills. It's how I cover my expenses. YouTube, Facebook, the sponsorships I've done, all that guys, they cut me checks monthly. It's also how I afford this McDonald's. What's your order at Starbucks? Right now it's a PSL, an iced PSL always. It used to be just a plain hazelnut latte or the iced matcha latte. I always get asked this question and I don't think my answer has ever changed. I'm sorry I'm so boring. How is Autumn? Autumn's good. She's at school right now. She's attending the University of Zoom right now, getting her credential. Will you be reviewing the JSC orgy palettes? No ma'am, I will not. Do you see yourself getting married again? Of course I do. Not anytime soon. I don't want a quarantine wedding. Or actually no, that sounds amazing. TBH, my next wedding is gonna be super small, super like intimate. It's probably just gonna be me and him. I don't know. I don't see myself really throwing a big lavish party with like hundreds and hundreds of guests. A girl could dream. What's your favorite cookie? Chocolate chip. It depends on my mood if I either want it crunchy or soft, but I will never say no to a chocolate chip cookie. Or my absolute favorite cookie, although this is such a bougie order because it's so specific, but the raspberry cheesecake cookies from Subway. Oh my God. So good. The best. When will the winners be announced for the Rare Beauty and Kylie giveaway? Never. I should make this very clear. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Mariaagloriaa will never ever announce my giveaway winners ever again. I used to do that. One instance was good enough for me, but one of the winners actually got harassed. So I will never put somebody's name on blast like that ever again. I personally message the winners. And I usually do it about 2 weeks after the video has been uploaded, but I personally message the winners. I personally ask them for their address. I tell them they won, and everything is done in a very intimate form. I never post. I do not do that. If the winner decides to post that they won or to post their winnings once they've gotten them, that is totally on them. At that point, that is their decision. But me personally, like picking and announcing and speaking it out into the masses, I will never. Because I get asked this all the time, I really need to make that known. I never announce my winners anymore. I just don't think it's like safe. One time was enough for me, guys, and I will never ever put somebody through that again. No, thank you, ma'am. Just no. no. How do you stay true to who you are when others around you try to influence you? This is a weird question. I mean, I understand where you're coming from because I understand like this is a thing. However, I've just never been somebody who's easily influenced, and I've never been a people pleaser. Like, I don't even know what that is. I know it to like an extent because like it's in the name, but staying true to who I am, like who I am in me is all I know, and it's all I've ever known, and I've always been so comfortable being me, and I've never really cared about others' opinion, as horrible as that may sound. I don't. I'm very young. I think I was born with this mentality of like, this is my life. I'm gonna live it however I wanna live it. The people that are meant to be in my life will stay in my life, and the people who aren't down with it or don't agree with me, they have that is their right, that is their opinion, and I hope that they live their life with as much freedom themselves. But I've just always looked out for my freedom. I've always kind of led my life and directed it in a way to where I'm always dictating it and always making my decisions, whether they're good, whether they're bad, whether they're stupid. It's always on me, and other people's influence has never really been something that like affects me really. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I was always baffled by the idea of wanting to fit in. I've never, honest to God, understood that mentality. Why would you want to fit in? That sounds gross. I hope that answers your question. It might not. I'm not great at this. How did you know your man was the one? I don't know. You just kind of know. It's hard to explain, but I think you know when somebody's your person. There is just this energy you feel when you're around them. And it's an energy that I've literally always felt since day one that we actually met. He was my soulmate when we were just friends. And I knew he was like my soulmate. Like, we were meant to be friends. And even though there wasn't a romantic or a sexual attraction at that point, I just knew we were meant to be friends. As time went on and as we connected more and more, I just felt more and more connected with him, and like I just knew we were meant to be. And in the beginning I was just like, oh, we're just friends, like he's my person in that sense. But then obviously, you know, your souls just kind of mesh, and I think you just know. Like, as cheesy as that may sound, I ask him all the time, like, how did you know I was the one? And he'll say the same exact thing. He's just, I just know. I'm just so drawn to you. Like, we are not, like, we're very much introverted. We very much get bored and tired of other people quickly, yet we never got tired of being in each other's company. As much as I love being alone, because I love being alone. In fact, one of the questions on here was, what's your favorite thing to do when you're not filming? And it's honestly just being home alone and like reading or writing or just being alone. Like, I know that sounds horrible, but just being by myself. It's how I recharge, it's how I regroup. And with other people, at some point I just feel like I need a break from them. He's the only person that I'm like, I don't need a break from you. Like, I just want to be around you. His energy is so easy. It complements mine. I actually miss him when I'm not around him. And it's the weirdest thing. And I think that's when I knew, when I realized, like, I don't get sick of you. Even if we're not on the best terms, I always just want to know that you're okay. And I think that's how I knew. And at that point I was like, I'm in trouble. I like you. And that's how it's been ever since. How are you doing? Some wouldn't say this is a burning question, but how are you doing? This is such a sweet question. Danny D. Wee. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for asking this. Nobody really asks that. Like, how are you? How are you really doing? First of all, like, thank you again for asking that question, because that's so sweet. Second of all, that's such an important question to ask. Like, I think we just go through life being like, how are you? I'm good. And then that's it. That's the end of it. Nobody is ever like, no, seriously, how are you? Only like the closest people in my life ask me that question. So for one of y'all to like really care, that's so sweet. And I really appreciate that. I'm good. I want to make that clear. Like, I'm great. I'm actually phenomenal. I am in such a good place in my life. I'm in a very happy place in my life. I have my ups and downs, but that's just because of the time of the month and or the Capricorn and or the who I am as a person. I was pretty anxious these past few days, but today, like, I actually feel good, which I shouldn't, because I just had McDonald's and that stuff is like 1 molecule away from plastic, and I shouldn't be feeling this hype right now, but I feel good. But that's such a sweet question, dude. Like, for real. Like, thank you. How does it feel like being a Capricorn, the best, funniest, and overall most elite sign? It feels flippin' great. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go now, and I'm gonna go now.